Strength and blessings out there. This is executive creator Alexander Asafa of Brotherhood Language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction, aka Black AF. I'm here to tell you about the Anchor app. Let me explain. Let's get right to it. Number one, the Anchor podcast app is free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many, many more. You can make money from your podcast right now with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started right now. This is Brotherhood Language, approaching conversation kinetically. My name is Alexander Asafa, and this is Black as
Brotherhood Language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as
Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I just mixed up the time zones. So sorry.
Not a problem at all. Bwalt, you there?
I'm here, and you weren't late. Don't worry about it. Homeboy is still doing the intro. Go ahead.
Oh my
Redo
God.
the intro, please.
Oh boy. Okay.
Come on.
All right.
You got to do it. You got to do it. We have a guest, so you got to do the whole thing.
Hi, Alexander.
How you doing, Miss Karen? Okay.
I'm good. I apologize about the time zone mix-up.
You have nothing to apologize about. If anybody's got to apologize, this dude in the hat with the mask on, trying to rob people through Zoom.
I gotta apologize. I will mute your ass for this episode. Don't even play with me.
That won't be the
all the
fifth
bullshit
time.
You want to talk about today? We can do that. Come on.
If
I
sign language,
bro. Do the intro.
if I sign language, you'll know what I'm talking about. She's a guest.
Do the intro already.
You know what? I think it's time to do the intro since our guest is here. Brotherhood Language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. Are you going to interrupt me? Are you going to? How many times are you going to interrupt me? Are you going to interrupt me, or are you going to mute me? You going to let me do my job?
Chris Paul and you the Phoenix Suns. Chris Paul and you the Phoenix Suns.
You know you are Devin Booker. Why are we even having this discussion?
You know what? I will let you do the intro. That was a marvelous shot there. You go ahead, bro. It's all you. You call me Devin
For
Booker.
the fifth time this episode, Brotherhood Language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as Fuck. I am Alexander. This dude to my right on my phone is Bwalt with the hoodie, with the hat, with the mask. And we have enthusiasts from Tresé, poet, author, brought to you by from Atomic Basement, Mike Wellman in Long Beach. Miss Karen, say your last name for me, please. I don't want to butcher that. Kunovich.
Alexander, thank you so much. Thank you. For that lovely introduction. Good evening. I'm happy to be here. Yay.
Now you're with us from, where are you exactly in the world right now?
I'm currently in New York, but I'm mostly based in Manila, and that's of course where I met the creators of Tresé back in the 90s.
Back all the way back then. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Story time. Go right ahead. Let's go right with it.
I was writing a column on, I had a column on pop culture called On the Verge in the 90s. So I'd write about music, geeky things like magic, anything that was just kind of new, fresh, fun, preferably local. So Budget Tan, the author, wrote me a letter and said, hey, we're a group of comic book writers and enthusiasts. We're having an exhibit. Why don't you check it out? So I visited the exhibit and I instantly made friends with these guys. I love the art and I love the love for storytelling. And my thing was hanging out at bars and clubs.
That was your thing. That's not your thing anymore.
What? Yes. In the evening, I'm in the pajamas and I don't know. But back in the 90s, so I would take him around, and that's where he met my cousin Hank. who he used as a bartender in the actual Tresé anime. So has
Wow.
also been doing the like I don't know, publicity circuit. So I'm happy to like join in, chip in, talk about Tresé, and I mean thanks so much for your support. That's how we met. You tagged Tresé, you tagged Budget, and you tagged Mike. So thank you. Coming from the Philippines and Manila, it's just nice to see how the other parts of the world react to to the anime.
That's
Thank you.
well, it's my pleasure. We're very glad that you could join us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you, Budget. Hopefully, we can get on the show at some point as
Yes.
well. We want to thank Mike Wellman and Atomic Basement
He's not
Comics.
here.
He's not here. I think he's at the job right now. So
Okay.
he might jump in later. If he doesn't, Karen, you're all we need.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you know,
Thank you again.
otherwise it'd be me and this other guy. And
The eclectic.
that's that. Yes, indeed. So okay. Well, again, thank you for being with us. Now I've started watching the anime.
Mhm.
Bwalt, are you where are you at with the Netflix joint with Tresé? Where are you?
It is on my list of things to do this week.
It's on your list of things to do. Okay. All right. Well,
It
I'll
looks
speak
dope.
for,
It looks dope. I've
it
seen
looks
the preview.
amazing.
Yeah.
I like the whole noir feel. I like the occult stuff. It's getting off to a good start for me. I'm in episode 3.
Okay.
I'm what's the guy she just got to the computer with the guy with the invisible ghost is playing
Yes.
Eternals 2.0 or something like no 4
Yes.
Eternals
Yes.
4. So I also have a backlog of things I'm watching. Loki is something I'm
Yes.
watching. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I don't mind talking about that too. If you're you said
Right
1
on.
hour, and thankfully thankfully it's something I'm familiar with. So yes, willing to discuss and learn.
Now, so how do you know, like, where did you exactly meet Atomic Basement Mike Wellman? Where did that come?
I met him. Well, I ordered the comics and in 2016, and then I met him at Comic-Con in 2017. I brought him a bottle of Philippine rum, and
Uh-oh.
I will not provide alcohol for Mike Wellman at Comic-Con anymore. No more. It's not gonna happen again. I have promised the next beverage that he will receive is coffee. Or Philippine rum. Sorry, Mike.
You don't
Cutting the
now,
supply.
you care to elaborate what happened when he got some of this this amazing rum?
Don't do that to
How
him.
do I?
Don't do
I don't
that
think
to
Mike.
him.
I don't think Mike gives a shit. To be honest
Don't
with
do
you,
that to him, man.
I don't
We
think
know how
Mike
Mike
gives a
gets
shit.
down with the alcohol, Joe. Why would you do that? Don't do that to him.
He had a
I-
great time at us.
I gave it to them in the morning. I passed by the booth a little in the afternoon, and the whole thing was
Bye
gone.
bye. Just gone.
Was gone. How do I put it nicely? He was kind of very sleepy. I'm just putting it nicely. Very sleepy.
Mike is nothing if not consistent. Nothing is
That's
not
it.
consistent. That is his
That's it.
superpower, like Popeye and spinach.
Right.
I get that alcohol, he's good.
It's a good episode.
But
It's
he's
going to end
smiling.
well.
I mean, he's smiling through it all. But hi, Mike, if you're listening, gonna get you very good coffee next time.
Good
I
coffee.
had no idea. Nobody warned me. Nobody. I mean, he shared the bottle, but I just usually that bottle lasts a while. It's a large one. but at the Atomic Basement booth, it's
That's amazing. Always a good time with Mike Wellman. We appreciate
always.
we appreciate him. We really do. Yeah, we've known Mike, how long, Bwalt? Since 2019?
Has to be is it 2019? You know, you got to subtract the year for COVID, so.
Oh, right. That never happened.
No.
So it's kind of like dog years. We know them for like 1 year, but it's really 3. So
yes, it's like that. It's like that with Mike, really.
Mike has been amazing to us from jump. We've known him before he was doing Atomic Basement, and he was always open arms with us. We appreciated him, and he appreciated the work we were doing. And it's just, it's great to have you on.
This is becoming Mike Bellman appreciation and storytelling because he is.
We should get him some more rum. Just
I know I don't know about that, but he's wonderful. He's very supportive to other creators, and that's I mean, I love the energy and encouragement that he gives and the time that he devotes to people. He's such a people person. He likes connecting people. We are here together because of Mike. So thank you, Mike. I hope you get to hear this. Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Tresé for those that don't know what Tresé is. How would you describe the story, the characters, the comic itself? And from as someone that's read the comic and knows the comic, how much has been changed or the same as it is in the actual Netflix anime?
The key characters they keep. They add a few new ones. It's of course the tone and the feeling is mostly the same. It's horror, it's dark, there's a lot of action. The comic books, of course, is different from the series, but I don't mind when creators do that because you're enjoying the same thing almost all over again and just in a different format. And it gives something for fans to discuss. I like this better. Why is this here? Why is this not here? Why did they choose for this character to go in this direction? Why was this incident left out? So Tresé, for people who have yet to watch it, it is about a supernatural sleuth. And she's sort of I guess she's been compared to Constantine. I
love Constantine. That I can see that. Yeah.
She investigates very mysterious crimes. I mean, she deals with humans and human law enforcement, but at the same time, she deals with mythical creatures. And one general reaction for the series is that it really captures Manila as for people who live there. It feels accurate. It feels like home, the way they capture the city, the grit, the grime. You have that city and you add the element of danger, not just in terms of crime or dirty, corrupt politicians, but also supernatural beings. So they capture the danger and the horror really well. And if you're into monsters and strange creatures, then both the comic book and the series has a lot of that. The series, though, just moves really fast. You're not going to get bored. I actually was quite overloaded with information. I'm like, oh my God, we have to watch this again. Like, what did he say? What did he do? What happened? How is this connected to this? But I've been watching some of the fan reactions on YouTube, and most of the reviews say that it really needed more episodes. Some things need to be, slowed down a bit so you could understand. But all in all, I've been quite happy that it's been getting a positive response. I didn't want it, I just wanted to. Am I biased because, it's close to my heart? The creators are good friends. My cousin was turned into a character. Is this just my bias, or is this really a fun series? So thankfully, it's been getting a very positive response, and hopefully there's a season 2. So it's just exciting to just see your home city, which isn't exactly all that pretty. But yeah, they get the mystery and the, again, the mystery and the danger. And most of us grew up hearing stories about these creatures, the urban legends, um and all that. So
So
yes.
this is a part of the folklore that is in Manila, like
Yes, Manila
culture,
and the Philippines.
culturally.
Yes, yes.
Huh.
And
How
they
about
they
that?
urbanized some of the mythological creatures. These were they were found supposedly like in nature, but how would they be, or where would they be in a city? So
Gotcha.
it's and the US edition, which I have, let's have it right here. This US edition has explanations
Oh wow, let's
on the
let's let's see that cover. That looks good. Let me see. Let me see.
yeah, this is a cover, and whoa, it's blurry there.
It is blurry.
Yeah. So there's
Nice.
cover. Um and it has explanations in that book, and it's sold out. So I think there's no copies available, and they're going to have to do another printing. So I'm very happy. I'm always happy for um for creators that I know that do well. It's just we all love our storytellers. I don't have the talent for storytelling, but I absolutely enjoy people who are, how do you say, raconteurs, a raconteur, a storyteller, like Mike is, like you are. Like eclectic. I'm sure you guys, if we sat around and I listened to you and Mike Wellman tell stories, I would be entertained. Who
you've
doesn't love a good story?
you told us 2 stories in the last 10 minutes, young lady.
Thank
So
you. Yeah, so
we
we
know
all
more about Mike already. And
oh
I
yeah,
want some of this Filipino rum with my coffee.
if things are okay and I'm in Los Angeles, I mean the West Coast next year, we can have, but I'm sure you'll tolerate that stuff better than Mike. Mike, I'm so sorry.
We can only hope to meet his standards.
I'm-
There is no comparison to Mr. Mark Wellman. We love you, dog. We love you.
yes. So,
Well, so okay, so one last question about Tresé.
mhm.
Have you spoke to Bwalt? Am I saying his name right? Tell me.
Budget.
Budget. Okay.
Office budget.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to say budget, and then but
Yes,
how does he
I
feel
have.
about the turnout, or how season 1 of his comic book has turned out?
I think he's very happy, and people have been reaching out to him a lot, and he's tired but happy. When I spoke to him last, he told me that he had run out of coffee because he's just taking cup after cup of coffee so he can accommodate the people who have been wanting to talk to him. So he's happy. His wife is happy. I mean, she was such a large she's really supported him through all this, you know.
Yeah.
The son is happy and his high school friends are happy. I think just so many people are just happy. Like it's a big deal what they've achieved. And he is also somebody, I mean, he likes to engage with readers, and I would say the only reason maybe he's not able to do it at the same level as before is just that he's, you know, being pulled left and right for this or that. But I think one strength is that on Facebook he, you know, he'll take time, and it's not easy for every creator to do that. Some are very introverted, and if I would be introverted, but he as much as he can, he will, and he sets up events, and he just loves talking to them. So I think part of that is also fans just enjoying hearing from the creator. So yeah, he's quite happy. And Kajo now has so many followers on Instagram, and they watch him draw. It's live
Nice.
going. So yes, they're. Hi there, Mr. Eclectic. How are you? Quiet.
He's no, yeah, we were I was listening as well. Okay, well that's I'm sure it's got to be taxing, and it's again, congratulations to him. Please pass it on from Black AF, from us.
I will.
And again, we appreciate you being on. Now, Miss K, are you staying with us the entire show, or what's the situation?
If you're going to talk about Loki, I think I'll listen. I will listen. I'm going to
You're more than welcome to join in. Don't.
Yes.
You're more than welcome.
Have me. I will listen to your I'll listen to you discuss Loki. I saw that episode, and usually I watch the videos just to let me know what happened, because they like to put Easter eggs and speculate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get to it. Let's go on and slide into this Loki situation. Bwalt, did Loki get knocked out off your list of things to watch?
No, it's still on there, man. It's still on there, man.
Okay.
But me, I'm gonna watch Loki. What I want to do is wait for a couple of episodes so I have something to binge. But I'm gonna watch Loki.
Now, I feel you on that, but I kind of like the whole you got to check it out on Wednesday thing, because it kind of keeps me on a schedule.
I hate waiting. If the story is good, I hate waiting.
It's too much.
I need a decent amount of it so I can. I don't know. You don't go to McDonald's, get 10 nuggets and eat 3. Like I want a lot.
I don't go to McDonald's, so I really don't. I don't go.
You know what I'm trying to say. Just you know what, guy. Just give your spoiler.
Oh, you want me to do
the first episode, Holmes?
So you gonna shit on my eating habits, but then you want me to dance around this content? Is that what you're doing?
You about to dance around this content, bro.
Oh, what? Because you gonna mute me? Is that gonna make you feel like a bigger man if you mute me? Is that what it is?
Watch me mute you. Keep playing. Keep playing.
So in the first act of Loki,
as soon as I find the button, bam! Oh, we ain't talking no more. For real though, come on.
This is how it normally goes with you guys.
Yeah, he's like older brother I never wanted.
I'm 3.5 months older than him.
He's the older brother I never wanted.
No one knows how old you are because no one knows how you look. All right, so what do you?
He's the older brother I never wanted who thinks he knows everything. So
both of those are lies. Absolute fucking lies.
Trigger. Come on, bro. Let's talk about. I do want to hear what you think. I do take your opinion seriously when it comes to this Marvel shit, at least. The other stuff, not so much. But Marvel, I'll listen to. So go ahead, continue.
This is every day. This is every day, Miss K.
This is the show. This is outside of the show.
This is where people are around.
McDonald's.
This is on the way to McDonald's, Trader Joe's, or Pollo Loco. This asshole.
It don't matter, bro. It's all of them.
All right.
Continue.
No, Loki is dope. Loki is dope. Loki is fire. I've watched it 3 times already. Like
The first episode is that
the
good?
first step is that good. You know, these limited series, I really like how they don't have a problem taking their time, like with the story and just kind of what you were saying about Tresé and what they should do and how they could go about it. Like they take the time with, you know, the exposition and, you know, just the detail of like the nuances of the story that you know, after a few of them they build up and I like the context of it that it gives me. He's a part of the TVA, and I'm gonna give away certain things and I'll do my best to dance. But now, Miss K, you've seen it already, though, right? Like we're not dancing for you, okay?
Yes,
Don't worry about me because I'm gonna watch it anyway.
I'm going to watch it the way you will, like appointment television. Oh, it's Wednesday. I have something to look forward to.
Right. You know, you can't have all your
Wednesday.
drugs every day the same day. That's too much drug.
That's
too
how
much.
I do it, baby. That's how I do it.
Ah, man, where's the butterfly collar? Anyway,
but there's 2 types of viewers. There's one, like, you know, who'll binge it all, and there's like one who enjoys the appointment. I like.
You're right.
Yeah.
There's crack, and then there's cocaine, and then, you know, everybody enjoys what they enjoy. Oh, let's leave it at that. No, whistle.
Look,
Loki. Can I finish? Before you get triggered?
Are you finally gonna talk? I mean, you've been dancing. I figured you was gonna say something by now.
I like the fact that it starts in 2012, which is the key moment, right? And I had to remind myself, like, oh wait, we know these things about Loki. And this moment when we're watching this series, he hasn't gone through this stuff yet. So that was kind of a thing I had to do in my head, like, oh, right. He hasn't seen this. He hasn't been through this because of where they started with the TVA. So, you know, that was cool. Owen Wilson, you know, it's good to see him. It's been a while. Not the biggest fan of his, but I do like this role and how he's approached it. They said a lot and didn't say much at the same time. But Loki was vintage. It was good to see Tom. Big fan of his. How can I put this? The guy, I like how everything that's like significant to us in terms of what we've seen as a story, like the Tesseract and the Infinity Gems, the TVA don't give shit about that. Like those are just placeholders and, you know, paperweights and things of that nature. My man, Bwalt, one of the guys working at the TVA, had like 18 Infinity Gems in his like desk cabinet.
Right.
Like just sitting there. They were like next to a pencil. There was a sling ring in there. No magic works in the TVA. So it was just like, wow, he's really out of his element right there. Like, okay, I'm with that. It's really good. They definitely gave me enough to want to come back. They've, after WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or Fatis, I was curious to see if this can hold up. Yeah, I was kind of concerned because it's hard to get 3 in a row of anything. It's just hard. But it looks like they're off to a good start. So we'll see how this all plays out. But for him, like one of the key moments was him watching himself die at the hands of Thanos. I was like, that's right. He has not seen this yet. So it's cool. It's cool. And then, you know, they got the mysterious, brooding, different variant version of himself going around fucking up the timeline. So I'm with it. I'll be there Wednesday or probably Tuesday night at midnight, 12:01, depending if I'm up. What about you, Ms. K? What did you think?
I liked it. And you mentioned WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier and this one. And I like that they're all a different flavor
Yeah.
each.
Yeah.
It's just something, it's something new. And again, it's hard to get 3 in a row, but I think they will. In fact, but you mentioned Falcon, you probably discussed it here, but it's I think it's still going to be my favorite. I just love the way they did Winter Soldier.
Okay.
And oh my God, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect the Captain America things would be my favorite from Marvel,
Yeah.
but and for me that might be hard to beat. It's a high bar, but Loki I will enjoy. I think because Tom Hiddleston, he just, he's just so good in, you should put him in anything and I think he can just carry the project.
Yeah.
Although I'm curious to see who Gugu Mbatha, or I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, who Gugu will be, or what her character is. I
Yes.
loved her in San Junipero in Black Mirror. She did an
Yeah.
episode of Black Mirror and I fell in love with her. So I'm like,
Okay.
what? Okay, who is she? Who is she?
Right. So, okay, just to digress a bit, Bwalt, Black Mirror, have you peeped that?
Nope.
Okay, we need to find out what you watched so we can talk about that, because we want to know what you're watching, because clearly you're watching something, right? What are you watching? What you been watching, Bwalt?
You want to know right now?
What
Yes.
have you been watching? Yes.
Bro, the NBA playoffs. What are you talking about? Like the NBA playoffs. Are you
So I
kidding
was
me?
on point about this Devin Booker shit. So you
Look.
worried about?
If you had to choose right now, right? Like I said, because I take your opinion seriously about this Marvel shit. If you had to choose, is it Wanda or is it Loki? Because I already know where the Winter Soldier stands with you. We've already had the discussion. Wanda or Loki so far after seeing the first episode. Because that will help me determine how quickly I need to watch this Loki.
If we're going episode 1 to episode 1, is that what you're asking?
No, I'm saying based on episode 1, do you project that it will be better or worse than WandaVision? Both of you. Both of you guys. I
would say at this point, it's trending higher than WandaVision. But you know how I feel about WandaVision, and it takes about episode 3, episode 4 to really sort of like start opening itself up. So, but in terms of like, if I was looking at like a graph, yeah, Loki's like, but it's Loki too. So I was already into the character more. So that's a part of it as well. Ms. K, what you thinking? Your thoughts?
Yes, I mean I love both, but it's just that Tom Hiddleston is such a force,
Right.
when he's I mean I've seen him on stage as well. He's just one of these people that if you got another actor to do it, you're not sure if the whole thing could fly.
Right. Right.
So
no, I agree. I think.
But so wait, what did you I mean, are you Falcon and Winter Soldier? I mean, I would still put that on a higher pedestal.
Well, I mean, of the 3 as of right now, WandaVision was my favorite.
Oh, okay.
I felt like I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. And I feel like whoever wrote the WandaVision limited series was just watching The Prestige on like a TV right next to it.
Oh, okay, The Prestige. Wow, I needed to watch twice.
Right.
Actually, we watched it over the pandemic.
Yeah, I've watched it 8 times since the pandemic, so that's one of my favorite movies. And I felt like the narrative approach to Wanda was very similar. And me and Bwalt have talked about it. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a surprise for me because I didn't think it could hold its own, but it found a way to do it on its own. It's different than Loki is and the
I love
WandaVision.
how it's like very well planned.
Yeah, and I wasn't
I'm not a big spy, James Bond, secret agent type of guy. That's not really my thing. But I liked everything they really did with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really didn't have an issue. I wanted to see, as Bwalt has stated, Bucky go more Winter Soldier, just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do your sound effect, Bwalt? You want to do that right now?
I feel like you could do it. You're already on the road, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just a little bit more of that. I could have done it, but that's your thing. I know I got the move from. I know I got the crossover. So Loki is I think has the most potential to be better than both. But again, it's really hard to get 3 of these things in a row. So we'll see. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
but
I actually wasn't expecting, this is too much Marvel for me. I've seen it all. I'm not gonna watch. It's too much.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, just try. And then next thing you know, I'm watching them all.
What are you looking towards from Marvel? What do you get? What's got your eye right now? What are you waiting on?
I'm horrible because I drink it up. Okay, Black Widow, let's do this. I keep thinking. I've hit. I've been saturated, but I'm excited about the things they're putting forward, and anything with Rocket Raccoon. Pretty sure I'll like. So
right
very
on.
sneaky. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah. Right on. Okay.
So,
Well, we'll talk about episode 2. Bwalt will be leading the charge for episode 2 next week when we talk about Loki. Isn't that right, Bwalt?
Yeah, I have everything watched before next week. I'll be done with Tresé by Friday. No problem.
Is that a challenge? Is that what you're doing?
It's not a challenge. That's just the way I do things.
If is this over a bottle of Filipino rum? Is that what you want to do right now?
I would rather have Longanisa or something like that.
Oh,
you keep the rum, bro.
Okay.
You keep the rum.
I know what Longanisa is. Come on, man.
Both quite delicious. Yes.
What's your go-to drink, Miss K? Now you got to spill it. Talk to us.
Coffee. Coffee. I will have just a little of the rum.
Just a splash.
Just a little in a, with just maybe in a shot glass, just a little rum, or maybe mix it. But yeah, coffee would be my thing.
See, these old bartending skills is ready to rock now. I gotta see what this rum's about. But
yeah. I won't forget. Well, I'll bring some, but I will keep it away from Mike. I'm so sorry, Mike. I'm being.
He always finds a way. You think you keep the alcohol from him. He always.
I know. I just you can't. He will do his own thing, but I don't know if I want to contribute to that type of situation. I just had no idea. I just met him. So I have no idea. Nobody warned me.
That's hilarious.
Just take his car keys. Just take his car keys and any sharp items, and we good. Let him Mike.
That's a good, yeah. Or make sure he's at home. Enjoy at home.
Right on. All right, let's get to the rest of our topics and leave Mike alone.
We're planning an intervention for the Atomic Basement creator. That's hilarious. Michael.
Yes.
Michael. Michael, you've been drinking quite a bit.
You gonna use your Knight Rider Kit voice on Michael when we talk about this rum?
All day.
Michael.
That's
funny. All right, well, let's get to our next topic. Kevin Smith's official trailer for He-Man's Netflix animation. Have we all seen this?
No, but I have friends talking about it, and I had no idea it was Kevin Smith. I just know that Mark Hamill is Skeletor.
Skeletor.
Woo!
Fine, clear. Okay.
The whole cast, the voice cast is
It's Lena
just-
Headey.
yeah, it is beastie. Like it is beastie. B, have you seen the trailer?
Mhm.
Okay, don't try to act humble and cool. You know that trailer was fly as fuck.
Bruh, that trailer was mad. Look, we talked about the original He-Man, how we went back and watched it and it didn't hold up. This one, man, I can't wait to watch this.
Yo,
But it's gonna have to wait because I have a backlog of things that I gotta get through, but I will get to it when it comes out.
yes or no, B? Does that trailer not shit on every 80s reboot that's been done so far? Just the trailer. Just the trailer.
I'd say 97% of them, yes.
That trailer, like, was spot on. Kevin Smith, that might be better than Dogma to me. Like that was.
Wow.
I'm juiced. And Dogma had Selma Hayek, a young Selma Hayek too. Anyway, I'm Miss K. Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's the rum. It's the rum. No, but yeah, we talked about He-Man. I fell off of He-Man in the 80s. I knew it was shit back then. He just kept running in, looking around, and then run swole out. Like, I got over that Scooby-Doo shit a while ago, but this looks amazing. Skeletor look fire. Man-at-Arms look like the G he is. That is one of the best names of all time. What's your name? Man-at-Arms. I will fuck you up. That alone, I'm in. I've watched that 5 times. I think I'm gonna watch it after this show's done. Like that trailer is absolutely amazing. It's done well. It's done well. It's done really well. I can't wait.
When is that dropping? The whole.
I have no idea, Miss K. I have no idea.
How dare they? Okay, I promise to watch that trailer after this.
You should check it out when you get the chance. Absolutely. Let's keep going. The LA Times reported last week that DC Detective Comics Project Blue Beetle, a story about their first Latino leading man superhero, will be released exclusively on HBO Max. Now, this is really good. Bwalt, have you seen Fast and the Furious?
Of course.
Okay, Bwalt, have you seen Training Day?
Of course. Wait. Hold on. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
My question to you is, that guy that plays a Mexican guy in every street and hood movie, you know what I'm talking about?
You talking about the dude who's actually not Mexican?
Who's not Mexican at all.
He's Maori. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's made. His name is Cliff. What's his last name? Cliff.
His name is like Noel G. He wouldn't even
No,
say his last.
Noel G is really a Mexican dude. I thought you was talking about homeboy, the other one from Training Day.
Which one?
Smiley, the one that had homie in the tub.
Nah.
That's my guy. I love him in everything. If you tell me he's in that, I'm watching it, bro. I love him in everything. You got me excited for no reason. Damn.
Listen, Noel G has to be in this, so it's not officially Latino.
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
he has to.
Yeah, that's true.
He's Hollywood's Hispanic for everything that's hood, for everything that's street. So will you watch this if Noel G is not in this being Mexican? Bwalt is my question to you.
I love
You too,
Noel
Miss K.
G. I love Noel G.
I
You
don't
got
know.
me thinking.
Let
of
me
the
look
other
him
guy.
up. Noel G.
Yes, he is like his last name was like Guglielma. Like he doesn't even say his last name because I think it's not Mexican enough for his roles. I promise you. Well,
I see him.
you've seen him a few times. Look exactly like that.
Guillermo. Oh my God, Southern California. He's 50 years old.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Now Blue Beetle is I first came across Blue Beetle in the Young Justice animated show, animated cartoon back in, what was that, 2010 now? Wow, it's crazy. And then read about him a little bit more. I'm excited about this. You know how I feel about HBO Max.
my favorite streaming app. And they happen to get the DC stuff right because they do Snyderverse shit, which is something we'll touch on later in the show. Let's keep it pushing. Let's go back to Netflix real quick. Netflix is producing an original animation on Splinter Cell's Sam Fisher, video game espionage hero from generations before. Derek Kolstad, writer of the John Wick films, has been announced as a writer for Splinter Cell. So Bwalt. And Ms. K, if you jump in, if you're familiar, but Bwalt, who wins in a fight, Sam Fisher or John Wick? Who you got?
Man, I love Keanu, man. Come on, why you gonna ask me this question?
Because this is Sam Fisher. This is Sam Fisher.
I know Sam Fisher is a beast. He is a beast. I'm gonna still go with John Wick though, bro. I'm going with John Wick, bro.
How many good Lord Fishers did you get in that video game? Because you kept popping fools with the sniper.
Yeah. Or not even a sniper. That slow ass. But I'm going with John Wick, bro. I'm going with John Wick.
That old man elbow.
I'm going with John Wick, man. He was killing dudes with pencils and shit. Okay, yeah, John Wick, bro.
He kills them with a pencil. I don't know.
Miss K, did you play Splinter Cell? You familiar with that at all?
No, unfortunately, no. That's my weak spot as a geek is the video games. I sit and hang around while other people play it, but I'm just
no worries.
I'm not yet there, but
for those that don't know, Splinter Cell is an espionage tactical action game. It's created by Ubisoft.
Okay.
And this game came out 2004, I believe, 2003, around that time. And it was Ubisoft's response to Metal Gear Solid.
Okay. Yeah,
was it a response to Metal Gear? I thought it was a response to Siphon Filter. Remember that game, Siphon Filter?
I do remember Siphon Filter, and I want to forget Siphon. It was awful. It was fucking awful. When I remember Kojima saying that Splinter Cell did some things that he was probably going to steal later on. So,
so they're doing a Netflix series.
Yeah, yep, on the character, which is a good and a bad thing because there hasn't been a new Splinter Cell game in what 15 years now. Like it's been a while. So, but if this anime or this animation needs to have the quote good Lord Fisher in it, number one. But Bwalt, if Michael Ironside doesn't do the good Lord Fisher, if he doesn't do the line, does it count?
Michael Ironside doesn't do good Lord Fisher. Michael Ironside does the voice of Fisher. You talking about the black guy that says good Lord Fisher. If you can't find him, get the Allstate man, he can do it. He can pull it off. Actually, it may be the same dude, the Allstate dude.
Okay, it's either the I thought it was Ironside. I thought it was my man from Total Recall.
But that's Fisher.
That is Fisher.
That's Fisher.
So then that good Lord Fisher guy, is that Kevin Michael Richardson? Is that Martin Luther King and the guy at the door? Who is that?
No, bro. I think it's I'm not sure.
I gotta look it up now.
It's homeboy from 24.
I gotta look it up now.
You gonna look it up, man? Really?
Not now.
Not now. Homeboy from 24.
I'll do it after the show. Let's keep going. Speaking of Hideo Kojima, on ScreenRant.com last week, they announced that there was a director's cut of Death Stranding on its way. Bwalt, have you pre-ordered your copy?
Man, fuck that shit, man. You know what? I never finished the original one.
I actually tried it.
It's trash.
Tried that game on easy.
Who wants to play a mail carrier? He's a mail carrier. I'm good, man. The black look, you got the black AF dogs barking, okay? They don't even want to hear this shit. They coming out with a director's cut of the mail carrier game.
Your territory expands, bro. You got to deliver more mail to the more people. You got neighbors now and shit. Miss K.
Man,
I tried that. He's like got the backpack and he's like trying to walk through the water and through the mountains. And I sort of like, I tried that, and I also tried Skyrim, and I found Skyrim more fun because like, you got the dragon coming out and, you know, just a lot of action at the start.
You're actually doing something in Skyrim. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, there's a lot of action. Here it's like he's got to walk through water and pick stuff up. So and I know the payoff comes very, very late.
Right.
Is there a payoff?
From what I hear, like the ending is supposed, you know, the interesting characters come out, but yeah.
We can fix it with you. Why waste your time playing a game where you can just look at all the cutscenes? I will never play a game about delivering mail. I didn't even play Paperboy back in the day. Remember the Nintendo game Paperboy when we was kids?
Yeah.
I didn't even play that. I don't care about delivering no damn mail. I want if I'm playing something that they're calling sci-fi adventure, it better be sci-fi and adventurous. I don't want to be delivering no damn mail, man. Like the shit was so weird. Like it was only like 1 or 2 parts where I was like, oh, okay, this looks cool. But then when it was over with, he's still just delivering mail.
Tell him what you mad, Sam.
The trailer looked interesting though. I didn't have any clue about the delivering of the mail. There was just this baby and it was very bizarre.
Half the game is about how do you stack packages on your back to better walk across the terrain. Like, who cares? I mean, for real, who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
Oh man, I am honestly glad I can say I have never played this fucking game.
It's trash.
Not too often I can say that. Actually, Miss K, this one, I'm gonna shoot this one to you first. Guardians of the Galaxy is on its way. It's going to be a single player game.
Yay!
It has no
yes,
DLC, no microtransactions. So, Miss K, I got a question for you. Which system are you getting Guardians of the Galaxy on? Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis?
You know what? Our gaming system is the PS.
The PlayStation?
So, yeah. So I don't like it when they do exclusive games. And I just saw the Sea of Thieves as well, which has like Jack Sparrow and
Davy
Jones, and that's for the Xbox.
Pirates of the Caribbean game?
Yeah, or I don't know if it's a Pirates of the Caribbean game or if it's like a gaming universe that's using those characters. I just know it's called Sea of Thieves. I'm like, and I've seen the Rocket Raccoon also that they used for the Guardians game. Like really nice. But yeah, I don't like when it's just I hate it. Because what are you gonna do, right? But yes, we are a PlayStation home.
Right on. Now it's Bwalt is not coming out for Sega Genesis. It's a Super Nintendo. But when's the last time you heard a game didn't have DLC or microtransactions? So
it's been a while,
man. Right.
Quite a while.
Yeah, they made it a point like this is going to be a complete game from the moment you get it. So, kudos to I believe that's Square and Eidos Montreal for going old school on that.
So do you watch I know there was the E3 last weekend. So
yeah.
So
did you see it?
I have friends who did, and they're in the Philippines, and they stay up for this. Like they can get all the info a little later, but you know we're all still on lockdown, so they would stay up. Like DC Fandom started at 1 a.m. and they rotate the content, but because everyone just wants to see it first anyway, 1 a.m. they stayed up until Lord knows what time in the morning just to get the stuff as soon as it came out on Fandom.
Right,
The
right.
same with E3. They didn't sleep.
So that actually brings up a question. What in different parts of the country, the pandemic has affected us differently.
Mhm.
What has it been in the Philippines over the last year and a half now regarding COVID and the pandemic and the quarantine?
Yeah, we're still under quarantine. A lot of movement is very limited. We just stay home. We haven't gotten together. They're really, unless you're the chief of police, there's no parties. We don't have birthday parties where you can invite people. It's just very small. And I know when I go on Zoom with my friends, they can all tell me like this is the last time uh we went out or saw someone. So we are a pop culture loving population. So even more so now during the pandemic. I mean, people discuss it, they argue with each other about it. So yeah, even if I don't catch it, I know about all these He-Man things. He-Man and the E3. I see it on my feed. That's
What caught your attention from E3? What stood out to you?
I just know that people were. I have one friend who stayed up, and of course, yes, I did catch the Rocket Raccoon graphic, and then someone tagged me for the Pirates game. That's about it. But yeah, it's just we're still locked down, so we've just got this um we're just hooked to our Netflix really.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. And our vaccine rate is 1%, 1.5% fully vaccinated, and trying to reach 5 for the first dose. So it's still going to take a while,
Wow.
but I hope we get there. I miss like things like going to the movies. The movies have been shut. And
Yeah.
for me, prior to that, somebody put it really well. Going to the movies is like going to church. You know,
Mm,
you got
how
the
about that?
crowd. You've been to movies? I mean, movies have opened up again, right? I mean, over
I
there, yeah.
yeah, I'm personally speaking for
Mhm.
myself,
Mhm.
I've seen one movie in the theaters since
And that is
Tenet. I saw Tenet. I went to go see that.
okay. I
Um
My first since the pandemic was King Kong versus Godzilla because I refused to watch it on a teeny weeny screen
they're too big,
or,
right?
or on an iPad. Like, no, I can't do this to.
Right. Was it worth it?
Not enough Godzilla.
Ooh,
There was a
okay.
lot, but I wanted more. And
Gotcha.
Tenet was
Be honest.
I like the I mean, he's always got fresh ideas. I
Right.
just needed like constant explanation until I said, never mind, I don't need the constant explanation. I'll just go along for the ride. I cannot catch everything, but I like that he always tries to be clever, or try to bring something new that you
Yes.
haven't seen,
Right.
and he really, the freshest thing I've seen is Inception in a long time.
That's your favorite Nolan movie?
No, I also like The Prestige. I just like that he just doesn't want to stick with a regular plot. Just wants to try
It's
and be imaginative. So I appreciate that effort. And the thing with Tenet was so funny because nobody could give a spoiler for it. I was like, no one
yeah.
could spoil Tenet for anyone. Like, try, spoil it, explain it to
Right.
me.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Star Wars, you can spoil. Marvel, you can spoil, but try spoiling Tenet. I'll wait.
That's funny. But that's a good way to put it. That's absolutely a good way to put it. Yeah, it's crazy about what you guys are going through with the pandemic stuff. Hopefully, things
Yeah.
will.
I'm happy every time I hear someone gets vaccinated. It's still good news. So
Right on. Right on. All right. Well, we got like, let's see, we got one, maybe two more. And then we can get on out of here. After the success of Castlevania on Netflix as a series, a new season is on the way with the new Belmont, Richter Belmont and Maria, who have been in multiple Castlevania games. The highlight being Symphony of the Night for PlayStation 1 back in 1996, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Bwalt, is this a good thing? Or do we just need to have a Simon Belmont series and tell everybody else to get the fuck out the way?
I'll see what they're trying to do. I mean, they did well with the last one in season 4.
They did very well with the last one.
Season 4.
Season 4 was
Richter
was
is Simon's descendant, right? Trying to keep up with it. Simon is the main guy, right? Simon is the main dude. If you're talking about when we started playing. But,
Simon was the first Belmont from 1 and 2.
Right.
And then Trevor came in 3. So, but if I remember correctly, in the storyline, or chronologically, actually, Castlevania 3 takes place before 1 and 2. I might have that wrong, but I feel like that was the case. Either way, all of them come before Richter. I know that for sure. Richter's timeline in terms of the Belmont era is around the French Revolution, right around in that space, which would then bring us to another part of Eastern Europe. But I think this is a smart move because he is a Belmont, but he's probably the least known Belmont. So I think those are good things to approach from a character and a narrative standpoint. And Maria can be Cypher. And the thing is with Symphony of the Night and Richter, Alucard was in that game as well. He was the main character in that one. So, I'm always down for Alucard. That's my favorite character, Miss K. If Castlevania was Star Trek, he is Spock to me. So
I gotta watch Castlevania.
You should.
I have friends who love it as well.
Yeah, it's seasons 1, 2, and 3 all have like different issues, like things they could have done better. Season 4, some of the best I've ever seen. Period. From the first episode to the last, just well done, really well done for sure. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Put it on the list. Put it in your queue. I know what you're doing Wednesdays. You finished Tresé, so I didn't know that. We got to get caught up on that. But I'm gonna go watch it after this. But yeah, I think that's about it. Bwalt, anything we missed? Anything you want to touch on before we get out of here?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, I'm planning out my evening now. I think I'm gonna get Loki and I'm gonna get that Loki out the way, and I'm gonna try to binge. I think I'll get Tresé down by what's today? Monday.
Yep, today is Monday.
Give me till Wednesday. I'll probably have it done.
Right on. Well, Miss Karen, Miss K.
Thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure, and I would love to see you when I am in the West. I really enjoyed. Thank you so much for
being with us.
Inviting me. Thank you.
No, we appreciate it.
I had a good time. And we can discuss more geeky things, and I want to hear.
You're
to
always
think of all
welcome
the-
back. Please let us know when you're in LA, you're in the Southern
Oh
California
my
area.
gosh. Thank you. I really, really, really had fun. Thank you.
Right on.
It's been lovely. And thank you, Bwalt.
That's Bwalt right there.
Okay, hi Bwalt, because it's just eclectic. I wasn't sure how to address you properly.
That's fine, either or.
That's one of his many companies he owns. So he
Okay.
he's a busy
Thank you
guy.
so much, Bwalt. Thank you. Thank you. I
Thank you for
really,
coming.
honestly, I've had such a lovely evening, and I would love to meet you guys. And hi, Mike. Thank you for connecting us. Thank you so much.
We love you, Mike. You're a dog,
We
Mike.
do. We do.
Right on.
Okay.
Well, strength and blessings, Miss K.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank
Stay warm
you.
in New York, and we'll talk to you soon.
And salamat. Salamat. Bye-bye.
Salamat.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
You froze again. Okay, there you go. I was like, I didn't know what was going on.
I'm gonna start recording this.
Well, let me close. Let me finish. I didn't know if you were still with us. I was looking.
Oh, you didn't do the close?
I didn't do the close.
Bro, I'm zoning out because I'm like, okay, I got a lot of shit to watch. Like, when can I fit all this in?
But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. This has been Brotherhood Language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as Fuck. We appreciate you guys tuning in, watching, listening,
Talking shit.
talking shit. You can check us out on Moonshine TV, Moonshine with the Y TV, one word. That's our home network, our YouTube channel. The content will be up there. We'll have it for your podcast stations as well. And on Instagram and Twitter, the handles are BLACKAZFUK. You know what that spells. And we will see you back next week, Monday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can head to www.blackafhq.com and join in on the show. And we'll be talking more shit about some things we've seen, some things we played, some things on the horizon. Deuces. Take care.
And stop.
Brotherhood language, approaching conversation kinetically about fiction. This is Black as